Hello everyone, my name is Erick Vázquez. I'm the founder of Sociedad, Juvenil, Activa, SOJA and director of the ECOS. Well, I am on my second day of no meat. Yes, so yesterday I actually had a banana milkshake for breakfast, and lunch and dinner I had pasta, vegetarian pasta. So no meat, and it wasn't that hard. Actually, let me tell you a little bit on how I started trying to not eat or consume that much amount of meat. And it started when I moved to China. I lived in China for 6 years, and well, I was forced to not eat meat because in China meat is not such a big thing as it is in Mexico, for example, tacos, right? So in Mexico I will be eating tacos, I will be eating mole, chicken, all kinds of meat. And when I moved to China, then I see it's expensive, it's not just out there. So I had to change my diet, and I would cook most of the time. I'm not a big fan of Chinese food, I have to say. So I would just look in the restaurants or what people cook, and I will try to do it myself. So that's how I started lessening my consumption of meat. But every time I travel abroad, I go outside China, that's when I put my hands on meat again, and I can't stop it. So, well, I am trying to. This is my second day. And why am I talking so much about meat? Well, let me show you the following graphs, and I'll explain why. Well, we can see here that in this cake we have different percentages on how every different sector is impacting climate change. And for example, here in the green one where it says agriculture, forestry and land use, we have a 24%. It's actually almost a third of everything that we eat, right? How we're using that land. And most people don't talk about it. Most people will talk about this 25%, which is electricity and heat. Other people will talk about 21%, which is the industry. And the other percentages here, right? So transportation, you see transportation is only 14%. So food and land use is actually a big thing to consider when talking about climate change. And this is just coming from Global Agriculture. It's a website here, and then we have another website called Climate Healers, which has almost the same percentages, actually the same. Agriculture, food and land use, 24%, electricity, 25%, energy, they have this big percentage that is actually divided into different sectors. And we can see it in so many different reports, in so many different websites. There's a report based on 7,000 scientists that are supporting how this food and land use is impacting climate change, and no one is talking about it. So remember last time we were talking about an 18%. Well, let me tell you, that 18%, what does that 18% comes from? It comes from a report that was made by Dr. Steinfeld when he was working with the agency of the UN, FAO, which means Food and Agriculture Organization. And this was made in 2006. So from that time to now, it has grew so much. So again, we have to really talk about it. And that is something that I don't see organizations, big or small ones, I don't see them talking about it. So I have made myself a training where I am actually going to talk about all the different sectors that are impacting climate change, not only health, not only fossil fuels, not only food, not only. We're going to try to talk about at least a little bit of them, but try to talk about all of them. And I am going to actually teach you how to do something. I'm going to teach you a skill. I'm going to teach you leadership, right? So why is this very important? Because most organizations out there, I don't know if you've seen or you have participated already in any of them, they mostly say that they are going to have an eco or an environmental or sustainable or energy, whatever training or boot camp. And what they do is to just bring you organizations or people who are doing something regarding climate change, but they are not really teaching you something. So that is not a training. That is a sales pitch, or that is a presentation, that is a conference, or that is a talk. A training, let's see what is a training actually. What is a training? So we can understand. Let's go back to this part, and we have here the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, and it defines training, which is a noun, saying the process of learning the skills that you need to do a job. So you are going to learn skills that are actually going to teach you how to do a job, right? So that is the important thing. Not just giving you a presentation, which I'm actually going to do. I am going to give you a presentation, but I am going to link that information with how you can actually use it to lead on climate, right? We're going to be talking about leadership development. So, okay, let me give you an example of what is a training. So, for example, if I'm to say that I am going to teach you how to make a knot, then I have to teach you how to make a knot. I don't have to invite companies to talk about ropes and cables and this or that, and how their products are very good for making knots and resistance and all that. No, I am actually going to teach you how to make a knot. That is a training. So for that, I have my rope here and I have my timer, and I'm gonna do it in 1 minute. So welcome to a training on how to make a knot, and we're going to set here the time, which is going to be 1. We said okay, and we click on start. There we go. So welcome to this training on how to make a knot. First, you need rope, you need a cable, you need a lace, something that you are going to tie, right? And we're going to learn how to make the easiest knot, which is a square knot. So you're going to take both ends. In this case, I have a cable, so you can see. You're going to take both ends and you're going to cross them. You're going to pass one of them under the other one, so you can get this shape. Okay, we have it there. And then you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to cross them and pass the other one under. And you're going to pull both ends. Now that you have this, you can either loosen it or you can make it tight. That, my friend, is a square knot. So in a minute, because my time is over, you just learn how to make a square knot. That is a training. So thank you very much for being in this training on how to make a square knot. So again, a training is going to teach you a skill on how to do something. So I am inviting you for this environmental leadership training that is going to happen on September 5. It's a Saturday at 10 a.m. in the morning. Well, 10 a.m. So that's the morning. This is Philippines time, Manila time. So if you are watching from somewhere else, just set your alarm or your clock to Manila time so you get the time difference. and I hope you can join. I am going to give you a presentation on what is happening with climate change, but I am going to teach you, I am going to set you on the path of leadership so you can really go out there and act on climate, lead on climate. All right, we're going to talk about all the different topics, not just the industry or energy. We're going to talk about all of them. So again, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, so you get to know more information on what we're doing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and there will be in the description of the video, there will be a link to a form that you have to fill in if you want to join the training, and just fill it in, and we will send to your email automatically the invitation to the training for that day. We're going to be using an app to do so. It's not going to be a live session on YouTube or Facebook. It's going to be just for the people who want to participate. Write your name properly. You're going to get a certificate from Sociedad, Juvenil, Activa, SOJA, Mexico, which has the faculty to actually provide a certificate saying that you learned something. You participated in this training and you learned something. So it's very important. We're going to give you a certificate. Write your name properly so there are no misspells on our behalf or your behalf. So again, Saturday, September 5, don't miss it. Training on environmental leadership. I'll see you then next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.